Have you ever wondered why some people are drawn to you, even when you're not trying to stand out? Or why others seem captivated by your presence without you fully understanding why? Maybe you've caught someone staring at you from across the room, or noticed how people seem to feel comfortable around you, sharing their thoughts without hesitation. It's not always about having the perfect looks, the loudest voice, or the most confident demeanor. Sometimes, attraction is something far deeper, something that transcends the surface. Carl Jung believed that our essence, the authentic energy we project into the world, plays a powerful role in how others perceive us. Attraction, according to Jung, is not just about physical appearance. It's about the energy, the aura, and the unspoken signals we emit without even realizing it. The truth is, many of us walk through life unaware of our own magnetism. We downplay our qualities, underestimate our charm, and fail to see what makes us uniquely captivating. We think that being attractive is about fitting a certain mold, but Jung's insights remind us that true attraction often comes from deeper, more subtle traits. Today we're diving into 12 hidden signs that you're more attractive than you realize, signs that reveal a magnetic presence even if you don't see it yourself. As we explore these traits, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Are you unknowingly drawing people in without even trying? If you've ever felt unsure about your own appeal, this video is for you. Stick around, and you might just discover that the qualities you overlook are the very things that make you unforgettable. Take a deep breath. Ready to uncover the truth about your hidden charm? Let's begin. The quiet confidence that draws people in. One of the most overlooked signs of attractiveness is quiet confidence. It's not the loud, boastful kind that seeks validation, but rather a calm, self-assured presence that puts people at ease. Carl Jung would say that this type of confidence is rooted in self-awareness, the kind that doesn't need to be announced or flaunted. Have you ever noticed how people naturally gravitate toward you, even when you're just minding your own business? Maybe they start conversations without you initiating, or they seem comfortable sharing personal stories. This happens because your quiet confidence makes others feel safe. It signals that you're comfortable in your own skin, and that comfort becomes magnetic. Sometimes you might underestimate this quality because it doesn't fit the typical image of charisma. But true attraction isn't always loud or flashy. It's often subtle, like the way your calm presence makes others feel more grounded. If you've ever wondered why people seem to relax around you, this might be the reason. If this resonates with you, take a moment to reflect. Have you noticed people opening up to you even when you're not trying to be the center of attention? Let me know in the comments. Your empathy is deeply attractive. In a world where so many are quick to judge, having a deep sense of empathy is like a rare gem. Jung believed that those who truly understand and feel the emotions of others naturally attract people. Your ability to listen without judgment, to offer genuine support without expecting anything in return, creates a space where people feel valued. Think about it. Do friends come to you when they're feeling down, just because they know you'll listen? Have strangers ever opened up to you unexpectedly, as if they sense your compassionate spirit? This isn't just coincidence. Your emotional depth and capacity to hold space for others make you irresistible, even if you don't see it yourself. Empathy is powerful because it shows you care without needing to prove anything. It's not forced or strategic, it's just part of who you are. And that sincerity? It's rare, and people can feel it. If this sounds like you, take a moment to appreciate your own kindness. You might not realize it, but your empathy makes you incredibly attractive to those who value genuine connection. Have you ever been told that you're a great listener, or that people feel comfortable around you? If yes, share your experience in the comments. You have a natural aura of mystery. Have you ever noticed how people seem curious about you, even if you're not actively sharing much about yourself? It's not about being secretive or withdrawn. It's the way you carry yourself with a quiet depth that intrigues others. Carl Jung believed that mystery isn't about intentionally withholding information, but rather about having layers to your personality. You might not realize it, but your ability to hold back, to listen more than you speak, creates an air of intrigue. People can sense that there's more to you than meets the eye, and that unspoken complexity keeps them wanting to know more. This subtle mystery is magnetic because it leaves room for imagination. When you don't give everything away at once, it allows others to be curious, to wonder about your thoughts and feelings. Sometimes it's not about saying the right words, but rather allowing your presence to speak for itself. If you've ever noticed people trying to dig deeper into your thoughts or wanting to know more about your life, it could be because your mysterious aura draws them in. You might not even realize how captivating this quality is, but rest assured, it's one of the reasons people find you attractive. You radiate a sense of purpose. Even if you don't have everything figured out, when you move through life with a sense of purpose, it shows. Carl Jung believed that individuals who pursue meaning in life naturally emit an energy that others find irresistible. It's not about perfection or having a flawless plan. It's about striving for something greater, even when the path isn't clear. People are drawn to those who have a sense of direction, whether it's a passion project, a hobby you love, or just a quiet commitment to being a better person. Your dedication to personal growth makes you magnetic. It shows that you're not just drifting through life, you're consciously choosing your path. Have you ever noticed how people seem to respect your efforts even if you're still figuring things out? That's because your willingness to keep moving forward, despite challenges, makes you stand out. Your determination to live with intention leaves a lasting impression. If this resonates with you, take a moment to recognize your own drive. You might underestimate it, but others see it, and they can't help but admire your spirit. Does having a sense of purpose make you feel more connected to yourself and others? Share your thoughts below. You're comfortable being yourself. One of the most underrated forms of attractiveness is authenticity. In a world where many people put on masks to fit in, being unapologetically yourself can feel refreshing to those around you. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of individuation, becoming your true self despite societal pressures. If you don't change your personality just to please others or adapt to every social setting, it means you're comfortable with who you are. People notice this even if they don't always mention it. There's something magnetic about someone who can just be, without feeling the need to constantly impress or conform. Think about it. Have you ever caught someone smiling at you when you were just doing your own thing? Or noticed how your genuine laughter or honest opinions light up a conversation? That's your authenticity showing through, and it's one of the most attractive qualities you can have. You may not always see it yourself, especially if you sometimes feel awkward or unsure. But remember, being real is far more captivating than pretending to be someone you're not. 6. Your kindness isn't just an act. There's a difference between being nice because it's expected and genuinely caring because it's who you are. People can sense the difference. Jung would say that true kindness comes from a place of inner harmony, where your empathy, compassion, and willingness to help aren't driven by the need for approval. Maybe you're the one who checks up on friends when they're quiet, or offers a helping hand without being asked. You don't do it for recognition. You do it because it feels right. That's what makes it so beautiful. Real kindness doesn't shout for attention. It's gentle, quiet, and genuine. People who notice this about you often feel safe and valued. They may not always express it, but they remember how you made them feel. Your kindness has a way of leaving a lasting impression, like a warm glow that lingers long after you're gone. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to value your presence more than others, it might be because your authentic kindness shines through. You don't just act nice, you embody kindness in the way you move through the world. Have you ever felt that your kindness is overlooked or taken for granted? Share your thoughts in the comments. 7. You have a depth that few understand. Sometimes you may feel misunderstood because your thoughts run deeper than most. You see patterns where others see chaos, and you reflect on life in ways that go beyond the surface. Carl Jung believed that those with rich inner worlds often appear mysterious or intense to others. This depth isn't always easy to convey. You might struggle to find people who genuinely understand your perspective, and that can make you feel a little isolated at times. Yet this very quality is what makes you profoundly attractive. Those who truly value depth will be drawn to you like a moth to a flame. Have you ever noticed that some people seek your opinion on things they consider important or complicated? They sense your ability to think deeply and appreciate your thoughtful insights. Even if you're not the loudest voice in the room, your presence carries weight. It's not always about saying the right things, but about how you make people feel when you share your unique perspective. Your depth challenges them to think differently, and that's captivating. You make people feel seen and heard. In a world where so many feel invisible, your ability to make others feel noticed is rare. It's not about offering constant praise or shallow compliments. Instead, it's your genuine curiosity about others that makes them feel valued. Carl Jung believed that true connection comes from understanding, not just hearing. Think about the times you've noticed the little things about someone, a change in their mood, a subtle gesture, or a quiet hint of sadness. You naturally pick up on these cues, and your willingness to ask how they're really doing sets you apart. Your ability to make people feel seen without making them feel exposed is a gift. It's comforting because it shows you truly care. Those who are used to being overlooked may find themselves unexpectedly drawn to you. It's like finally being recognized after feeling invisible for so long. If you've ever had someone say, "I feel like I can really talk to you," that's proof of your emotional intelligence. You don't just listen, you understand. And that depth of connection makes you unforgettable. Do you find that people often open up to you, even when you least expect it? Let's discuss in the comments. Your vulnerability is courageous. In a world where people often hide behind facades, your willingness to be vulnerable is both rare and deeply attractive. Carl Jung believed that vulnerability is a mark of true strength. It shows that you're not afraid to embrace your humanity, flaws and all. Maybe you've shared your struggles openly or admitted when you didn't have all the answers. Perhaps you've been honest about your fears, your failures, or the dreams you're still fighting for. People notice this because it's real, it's raw, and it's something they secretly wish they could do too. Your vulnerability makes others feel safe to be themselves. It tells them that they don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love and connection. Sometimes you might worry that your openness makes you weak, but in reality, it's a sign of your courage and emotional maturity. If you've ever wondered why people feel more comfortable sharing their own stories with you, it's because your honesty breaks down their walls. You show them that being human is okay, and that's magnetic. You respect your own boundaries. One of the most unexpected signs of attractiveness is the ability to set and respect your own boundaries. Jung believed that knowing one's limits and honoring them is a sign of self-respect, a trait that naturally commands respect from others. If you've ever said no when something didn't feel right or walked away from situations that drained your energy, you've probably noticed a change in how people perceive you. Setting boundaries isn't about pushing others away. It's about valuing yourself enough to protect your peace. Sometimes, people mistake kindness for weakness, but when you calmly and confidently assert your boundaries, they realize that your kindness is a choice, not an obligation. This quiet strength makes you more attractive because it shows that you know your worth. Have you ever had someone seem surprised when you stood up for yourself? That's because not everyone expects people to value their own well-being. When you do, it's a subtle yet powerful signal that you respect yourself, and others can't help but notice. Have you ever struggled with setting boundaries or noticed how people react when you finally do? Share your story below. You possess an inner calm that soothes others. There's something truly captivating about a person who can remain calm in the face of chaos. It's not that you never feel stress or anxiety, it's that you have learned how to manage it without letting it take over. Carl Jung would describe this as having a balanced psyche, where your inner world remains anchored, despite external turbulence. Have you noticed that people tend to turn to you when they're overwhelmed or emotionally drained? Your presence itself feels like a safe harbor, a place where they can catch their breath. This calmness is not about being detached or emotionless. It's about having the strength to process emotions without being consumed by them. In a world full of noise and constant rush, Your steady energy becomes a refuge. Even if you don't say much, your ability to stay centered makes others feel grounded too. Sometimes you might wonder why people lean on you when they're struggling. It's because your calm presence feels like a healing space. If this sounds familiar, take a moment to honor your own resilience. You might not always recognize it, but your quiet strength speaks volumes. Thus, your eyes reflect your soul. Carl Jung often spoke of the eyes as the windows to the soul. Sometimes your attractiveness isn't about physical beauty at all. It's the way your eyes reveal a world of depth and feeling. Whether it's kindness, curiosity, or a quiet sadness, people sense that there's more to you than what you let on. Maybe you've noticed that people maintain eye contact with you longer than usual, or seem captivated when you speak. It's not just about the color or shape of your eyes, it's about the emotions they convey. You might not think much of it, but your gaze tells a story, and people are drawn to that unspoken honesty. Your eyes can convey vulnerability, strength, and wisdom all at once. Even without words, they speak of the experiences you've lived through, the compassion you offer, and the truths you hold. Some people may find themselves lost in your gaze, not because they're analyzing your appearance, but because they sense your soul shining through. Have you ever felt like someone truly saw you just by looking into your eyes? That's not just a fleeting moment. It's an unspoken connection that's more profound than surface attraction. Attractiveness isn't always about appearance. It's about the energy you carry, the way you make people feel, and the authenticity you embody. If you've resonated with even a few of these signs, take a moment to embrace your own unique charm. It's easy to overlook your own magnetism when you're just being yourself, but never doubt that your presence makes a difference. Carl Jung reminds us that self-awareness is the key to understanding how we impact the world. By recognizing these hidden signs of your attractiveness, you're not just becoming more self-aware, you're also learning to value the qualities that make you remarkable. If this video made you see yourself differently, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video with someone who might need a little reminder of their own hidden charm. And if you're new here, subscribe for more videos exploring the depth of human psychology and self-discovery.